We all want comfort. That cozy bed in the morning, the routines we know at work, and the simple conversations that never push us. It feels safe, almost like a shield from life's chaos. But what if that safety is actually holding you back? What if every day spent in comfort is another day your potential slips away? Why does comfort sometimes lead to problems we don't see? Let's take a closer look. To understand the danger, we first need to see the trap that hides in plain sight. At first, it doesn't even feel like a trap. Comfort whispers, not shouts. You tell yourself, "I'm fine, this is enough." And for a while, it seems harmless. Your habits, your routine, your predictable world, they feel secure. You wake up, follow the same path, return to the same patterns, and everything seems normal. The truth is, traps are often hard to notice. The comfort zone doesn't lock you in all at once. Instead, it quietly builds walls around you. Every time you choose safety over challenge, those walls get stronger. Skipping a challenge, avoiding a risk, or turning down an opportunity might not seem important at the time. But over months and years, these small choices add up, and one day you realize you're stuck. The danger is subtle. You don't notice your energy fading or your ambition shrinking because comfort doesn't scream. It lulls you into a slow, quiet resignation. And by the time you feel the pressure, the walls are already closing in. The first step to breaking free is recognizing the trap exists. Once you notice the trap, the next step is to see how comfort transforms into a cage that limits everything you can become. Imagine a bird in a cage. At first, it flies around freely inside, unaware of the bars. They seem invisible because they've always been there. Your comfort zone works the same way. It doesn't feel restrictive until you try to leave. Every time you choose ease over challenge, your cage grows stronger. The familiar routines you cling to are the bars that keep your potential inside. You stop pushing boundaries, stop learning new skills, and stop meeting people who could change your perspective. The cage isn't just holding you, it's shaping you into a smaller version of yourself. The most dangerous part? You start believing the cage is safe. You tell yourself, "I'm protected here. I'm okay." And that belief becomes a chain. You settle for less than you're capable of, not because the world is limiting you, but because your own comfort is limiting you. The cage is quiet, but it's relentless. Each day, each choice, and each excuse adds another layer. Soon, your ambitions seem distant, your dreams feel impossible, and you wonder how time passed so quickly without anything changing. But the real cost of comfort is often hidden at first. It builds up slowly until it becomes impossible to ignore. Safety feels good in the moment, but it often comes with a hidden price. Each day you avoid discomfort, you miss out on growth. Skills you could have learned remain undeveloped. Relationships that could have grown stay the same. Experiences that might have changed you are left behind. The cost is not always visible. You might have money, a job, or stability, but inside, something slowly erodes. Confidence, curiosity, resilience. Each of these suffers when you remain static. Staying safe becomes a tax on your future self. Eventually, the quiet price becomes impossible to ignore. Dreams that once felt attainable now seem distant, and regrets creep in unnoticed. The hidden cost is not just missing out on opportunities, it's losing parts of yourself you'll never get back. And yet, the choice remains in your hands. Continue down the path of comfort and risk quiet decay, or take the first step toward the unknown and reclaim your potential. The next chapters reveal exactly how fear hides behind safety and how tiny decisions can lead to massive change. Now that we see the cost, it's important to look at what's really behind comfort. Fear that looks like safety. The truth is, what feels safe often just hides fear. Comfort seems to protect you, but it's actually fear in another form. When you say, "I'll start tomorrow," or "this is good enough," you're often really saying, "I'm afraid of failing. I'm afraid of change. I'm afraid of being uncomfortable." Fear is subtle. It doesn't roar, it whispers. It convinces you that the unknown is dangerous and that your current life, no matter how limiting, is safer. But the truth is, fear never protects you. It only keeps you small. Every time you choose comfort over challenge, fear strengthens its grip, convincing you that staying put is wise. This fear often looks like security. It feels familiar, and people naturally want what's familiar. But just because something is familiar doesn't mean it's safe. Sometimes it just means you're stuck. The longer you let fear hide as comfort, the harder it is to notice, and the more trapped you become. Real growth means facing this fear, stepping into the unknown, and accepting the discomfort that comes with change. And these tiny decisions driven by fear, they carry consequences far bigger than they appear. Life doesn't change overnight. It changes in tiny, invisible moments. Every decision to stay in your comfort zone seems small at first. Skipping a challenge, avoiding a difficult conversation, settling for what feels easy. Each of these choices alone appears harmless. But the buildup is huge. Tiny decisions add up into habits. Habits shape who you are, and who you are sets your future. By constantly choosing ease over growth, you slowly rewrite your life story, not into one of potential achieved, but one of potential wasted. The scary part? Most people never notice until it's too late. They look back and wonder, how did I end up here? The answer is simple. Every giant problem in life started as a tiny, seemingly unimportant choice. The comfort zone doesn't just hold you back, it actively changes your future, quietly limiting the possibilities for what you could achieve. Over time, these choices create a powerful force, one that makes leaving comfort feel almost impossible. Once you've been comfortable for long enough, being stuck gains speed. You get used to the rhythm of ease, and every effort to break free feels heavier than it should. What once seemed like a small barrier becomes an invisible mountain. This speed isn't physical, it's psychological. The longer you stay still, the more your brain convinces you that change is dangerous. Each day without growth strengthens the habit of doing nothing. Your energy for ambition fades. Your creativity dulls. Your dreams, once bright and pressing, begin to dim. Breaking free from being stuck requires action before speed becomes unstoppable. The first step is the hardest, but it starts a chain reaction. One choice to challenge yourself leads to another. One hard conversation opens the door to growth. One small risk shakes the walls of your cage. Speed can work for you as easily as it works against you if you dare to step out. The only way to stop this speed is to act before it becomes unstoppable. The hardest part of breaking free is realizing the walls are your own making. Comfort has a way of making you believe change is impossible. But it's never too late. The moment you decide to step out, to face fear, and to accept being uncomfortable, you take back control of your life. Freedom doesn't arrive in huge moments. It starts with small, planned acts. Say yes to challenges you would normally avoid. Speak up when silence feels safer. Try something new, even if you feel unprepared. Each courageous choice weakens the bars of your invisible cage. Time is constant. The longer you wait, the heavier the walls become, and the more regret builds up. But the first step breaks the spell. Once you act, speed shifts. Being uncomfortable transforms into confidence, fear into energy, and limitations into possibilities. The key is acting quickly. Act now, before comfort becomes permanent and potential remains forever unused. Finally, let's explore what life looks like when you step fully into growth. True life exists on the edge, just outside the comfort zone. Every breakthrough, every story of achievement, and every moment that makes you proud began with a step into the unknown. Growth isn't found in routine, it's discovered in challenge. Living on the edge doesn't mean being careless. It means thoughtful risks, conscious choices, and accepting moments that push your limits. It's the struggle between fear and courage that improves who you are and wakes up your potential. When you live here, every day feels fuller, richer, and more alive. Success, creativity, and toughness aren't gifts, they're rewards. for having the courage to leave comfort behind. You realize that life doesn't punish being uncomfortable. It punishes being stuck. To truly live, you must step toward the unknown every single day. Comfort feels safe, but it quietly drains your life, leaving potential unused and dreams unfulfilled. The choice is yours. Stay trapped or step into the unknown. Challenge yourself, embrace fear, and reclaim the life waiting beyond your comfort zone. Reflect, act, and let growth become your new normal.